Dystopia warning. It's been a week, hasn't it? Johnson's chickens are coming home to roost, and they're roosting right up his arsehole. Let's do a little recap, shall we? But hold on to your knockers, lads. It's an omni scandal. Paterson resigned, the MP at the centre of the government trying to make bribery acceptable in the House of Commons. Self-pitying to the end. He said he's getting out of the cruel world of politics. If you wanted kind of politics, mate, you shouldn't have worked for the child starving party, should you? And I guess there's no money in kindness, is there? I love the fact he found out in the supermarket. They didn't even fucking tell him. Corrupt MP in bagging area. Get him in the bin. Let's get one thing straight. This was never about a backbencher no one gives a shit about. It was for him, it wasn't for the government. Johnson was only trying to protect himself and his cabinet of chaos and corruption. We've got the COVID inquiry coming out, mounting pressure over his flat redecoration, his holidays, paid for by donors and people he's given peerages to. This was about trying to mitigate the absolute tsunami of shit that's heading their way. We've got the Mail holding them accountable. Got the Daily Express, who stopped digging up Diana's ghost for a day to rip him a new one. The Times today led with the Conservatives giving a seat in the House of Lords to anyone that pays £3 million to the Tory party. Teflon Boy's coating is peeling away and it's fucking delicious. His opinion rating is the lowest it's been since he's been Prime Minister. The Conservatives have dropped 3 points in the polls, putting them only 1 point ahead. All those people that say Labour should be 20 points ahead, old rules don't apply to this government. They've ripped up the rule book because they've broken them all. It's one rule for them and another for the rest of us. And if there's one thing the British public hate, it's people that break rules or jump in front of you in the queue or put the milk in first. And Jack Up Boy is doing all three. Any leader of the opposition would have their work cut out against that nutter. It's even harder for a leader of the opposition that's getting shit on by his own party. Get behind the opposition and get these fuckers out. Speaking of Labour, who played a blinder this week, they're calling for the resignation of that haunted broomstick. They want him to get nice and deep in the cupboard. So do I. Another thing about this government is they're totally unprepared for scrutiny because they've never had to face it. So they wheeled out Eustace on the Mar show, who called donors to the party philanthropists. Your life okay, mate? Philanthropists donate to honourable causes, not Tory crime syndicates, in return for money and power. So with Johnson possibly going, my only fear is who the fuck's going to replace it. Because considering the Tory track record, we'll probably miss the wanker.